Hi friends. Next topic is Python identifiers. What is identifiers? Identifying by a specific names, a name to identify the method, class, variable, etc. That name is called identifiers, which can be used for identification purpose. Example, a equal to 10. For this integer 10 value, I am giving a name a. The a is called identifier. If I am giving the class name means class space test. I am giving the name of the class is test like that. Why we giving the name means, for example, uh, in a classroom, 10 people are there. How we call some specific persons using identifying a person using their name, Rajesh, Divya, like that we are specifying their name. So identifier means it is the most important thing. We need to identify the value which are you giving. Either the class name, method name, variable name, everything should be an important. And there is some rules to create identifiers. There is four rules. Rule 1 is it should be capital letter A to Z or small letter A to Z 0 to 9 or else underscore. Okay. If you mentioned anything apart from this, definitely it will show a syntax error. I will show you. It accepted, right? Same thing I am using capital letter. Now I am using a symbol because the symbol underscore only allowed in identifiers. First rule is it should be A to Z capital or small letter 0 to 9 and underscore symbol only allowed for the identifier name. Otherwise it will show a syntax error. Second rule is identifiers should not start with numbers. For example, here I am mentioning 1, 2, 3 cash equal to 50. It will not start with the numbers. You can mention like cash 1, 2, 3. It will be acceptable. Okay. And the third rule is case is important because Python is case sensitive programming language. So if you mention here you check the cash equal to 10, cash equal to 20, right? Here both are same thing cash, but the uppercase here these two uppercase, here these two uppercase. So if I mention CASH 20, I mention A capital SH 10. Are you clear? Case sensitive. Python is a case sensitive programming language and there is no limit for Python identifier. Like I can give XXX, YYY, Z equal to 60. You can also mention 1,000 letters also, but it is not a good programming thing, right? It will execute. It is executing, right? It will execute. There is no length limit for Python identifiers, but we need to be professional. So we need to give the professional name until, and Python is a concise code. So we don't, if we using more number of letters to exit as an identifier means it is not a good practice of programming language. Okay, give you a good programming name for for the variables. If you are using the employee ID means emp id, student ID means stu id, like that. A job ID means job jid, like that we can give. Okay. And one more thing, we can't use the reserved word or keyword as an identifier if it is a reserved word. So I can't mention if equal to 10, it will show an error. So reserved words will not allow to use as an identifier. These are the 5 rules you need to follow before creating an identifier. And also, here I mentioned underscore, right? Note this one. If I mention x equal to 10, it is means x variable where value of 10 is mentioned as an x variable. If I mentioned underscore x equal to some value 10, it means it is a protected variable. It is normal variable. And also, if it is double underscore x means it is private variable. If it is double underscore x double underscore means magic variable. Now you are clear, guys. Okay, if you like this video, please click like button and subscribe the channel and share it to your friends.